has been on offer. There's the chance of the bowlers to get you back, get you wickets, back-to-back wickets. Also, we've seen throughout the test match, actually starting your innings has been a problem. Once you get a partnership, then it almost looks easy, but once that breakthrough comes, then you can almost get wickets in bunches.
Yeah, as a batsman, you've got to have a clear mindset when you go out and combat these conditions. And if you vacillate, there is a big problem. The bowler is going to pick you up. And as a batsman, you really should know which are the strokes which should be left in the dressing room and what can achieve by playing certain strokes on a pitch like this. For me, that's a key. He's been there for a long while, never looked comfortable, Kamran Ghulam. It's a new day. He has to start afresh and with positive thinking. And when you talk about Saad Shakeel, he radiates calmness, doesn't he? A very assured batsman. He loves batting on such tracks, which are offering a lot to the spinners. He's got the technique, he's got the know-how.
Yeah, the decision for Brathwaite would be, yes, Warrican, you probably go with him, but would you then bowl Sales? Sales has been very impressive throughout this test match, but do you risk him at the start of the day, or do you go with two spinners?
You got to. Yes, overhead conditions slightly heavier, and what we have seen throughout this test match, Seals has been getting some perches off the surface, extracting a lot of bounce. He's made the ball to zip through, deviation of the surface, wobble in the air. As a captain, you gotta go with the fast bowler.
Not much of change in the surface. Is always going to turn from ball one. Weather is quite cold. There's not been a lot of sun, which will cause those cracks to open up, but when it started, it looked as if it would turn, and it's still turning. First ball of the test match, if you remember, it turned, so it's plenty for the spinners, and it almost stayed the same. There's no deterioration, but the nature of the surface is that it'll turn anyway. So from day 1 to day 3, day 4, day 5 is always going to turn. Warrican with the first delivery. In the air and gone. What a start. What a start for West Indies. First delivery, chip to short mid-wicket.
Yeah, he spoke about this, didn't he, Warrican, when he was interviewed before the start of the play. He said, pace is the key. You have to bowl slower to be able to make any impression on the batter. And he deceived. The best play in these conditions, Saad Shakeel with the flight. Is struck with the first delivery, the left arm spinner, and this is a big wicket of Saad Shakeel. He walks back up 2, it's 109 for 4.
यूफोन 4G की सोशल एक्सट्रीम ऑफर से एंजॉय करो 25 GB डेटा और 100 ऑफ नेट मिनट्स, क्योंकि यूफोन 4G के पास डेटा बहुत है।
नए स्ट्रॉन्गर पेप्सी, कमाल का टेस्ट है यार।
एक्टिंग है या नई स्ट्रॉन्गर पेप्सी का कमाल, खुद ट्राई करके देखो।
Mohammad Rizwan comes in very early on day 3. First delivery, and there's been a wicket. Batted well in the first innings. He's been very good with the bat for Pakistan since he's played test match cricket. But right now, all the pressure with the start. There's nervousness now because the first delivery has caused this. A little chip into the leg side, straight to short mid-wicket.
Yeah, the plan evolved straight away for the West Indies captain. He asked the bowler to flight the ball, beat the batsman with a flight, and he had the fielder placed for such a stroke.
Here you go again, man. Here you go again, man.
That's a good beginning for West Indies on day 3.
3 for 17 for Warwick.
Worry, let me go, worry.
He's gathering his
Work here, man.
thoughts.
Let's go here, boys.
Wouldn't expect it to be out there, second ball of the morning, so just taking his
worry.
time. A deep mid-wicket and a deep square leg in place for Rizwan.
Nothing. Board, 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 board.
And it's not a surprise, is it?
Keep going,
He loves sweeping the ball. Mohammad Rizwan, who was very effective in the first innings,
Work here, man. Work here, man.
featured in a very important partnership along with South Shakil.
Yeah, now but just with the dressing room, when you get a wicket of the first ball, there's a little flutter in the dressing room. That's a sweep shot, swept it fine, you get off the mark, there'll only be one. But when this happens, and the very first ball of the day, nobody's really expecting it, the dressing room's not expecting it, there's suddenly people then changing and walking around, and there's a little bit of panic. If you get back-to-back wickets, that's exactly what happens too.
Yeah, urgency.
Worry, keep going, worry.
Yeah, he's
Work here, man.
to do his part, Kamran Ghulam.
Lovely bowling, slow, very slow through the air, just 69.7, and then turn off the surface.
Work him, man. Work him, boys. All the time here, boys. Keep going,
Everything
man.
happened in slow motion, didn't it? Took all the time to reach the wicketkeeper, that delivery.
Oh, lovely worry, ball, worry. Ball.
And that's why he's been effective, especially in the second innings. He's been able to get the ball to turn, and then, as you mentioned, that arm ball which just kept coming back in, and he's challenging both the edges, the inside edge, the pad, and the outside edge.
Oh, you
That
catch
stays low, stays really low. A painful first over, a wicket, 110 for 4 Pakistan.
सिर्फ पेंट के पैसे देंगे तो बचत तो होगी। मास्टर पेंट लगवाएं और टोकन के इजाफी खर्चे से छुटकारा पाएं। पेंट के पैसे दो, टोकन के नहीं।
यूफोन 4G की सोशल एक्सट्रीम ऑफर से एंजॉय करो 25 GB डेटा और 100 ऑफ नेट मिनट्स, क्योंकि यूफोन 4G के पास डेटा बहुत है।
Reese, just to be clear, so you can take it off at a drink break or...
This is last ball, last over, and it has just not got up. It's almost rolled off the surface, so that'll just creep in because of the fact that they kept the pitch so dry.
2 legs.
Caught the element. Seals, he is in the attack, but for the first time he's bowling from the media box end. He's bowled all his overs from the pavilion end, but as Warwick bowled the first over, from there it was Seals now who's now going to run in. There is protection out there in the deep, so just be a single for Rizwan. Seals did get Kamran Ghulam in the first innings. Slightly newer ball which pitched and seamed back in. What can he get out of this surface? The ball is 32 overs old. Can he get a bit of reverse? Can he get it off the straight? Can he get a little bit of seam movement? There's a short mid-wicket, a short square leg, a leg gully.
Yeah, he's been consistently getting some seam movement throughout this test match. Jayden Seales. And the most refreshing part from a West Indies fast bowler, consistent with liner length. Not many deliveries offered where the batters had the luxury to tonk the ball. He's been able to keep the batters honest most of the times.
Catching men in front, a short cover, a short mid-wicket, 2 on the leg side. Yeah, that's exactly what he's going to bowl at. Right, first innings, it was a new ball where Kamran Ghulam, he's been peppered with the ball that was swinging away. This one nipped back in, and as soon as he saw it outside off, Kamran Ghulam was shouldering arm, but it came back a long way. But that's the variation that Seales has developed. And that's why he's been so good in this World Test Championship. He's been able to get the ball to swing away and then also nip back, and that makes it a very difficult out and also very difficult for the batters to pick it up. Right now the field suggests that he's going to bowl quite straight. Exactly there again. You talked about him being so consistent. That length and that line is always tested Pakistan throughout the test match.
Had the batsman watchful. And that was well played by Kamran Ghulam. Decided at the last moment that he's going to leave the ball. Unlike the first innings, where the moment and the ball was out of the hand of the bowler, he decided he's going to leave, and he was surprised.
Slightly wider, so easier for Kamran Ghulam.
Aziz, this is the first time I'm actually witnessing a pitch which is offering a lot of spin to the spin bowlers, and there is consistent bounce and some pace for the fast bowlers as well. We have to sit down with the curator and ask him what was the formula.
Gets that one to drift back in, and the overdone. It's 112 for 4.
Stronger Pepsi. कमाल क्या टेस्ट है यार.
एक्टिंग है या नई स्ट्रॉन्गर पेप्सी का कमाल, खुद ट्राई करके देखो.
यूफोन 4G की सोशल एक्सट्रीम ऑफर से एंजॉय करो 25 GB डेटा और 100 ऑफ नेट मिनट्स, क्योंकि यूफोन 4G के पास डेटा बहुत है.
Yeah, I think you good there. Oh, you can hang a little. Siki. Yeah. All right, come.
Discussion about a couple of fielders on the offside.
We're worried.
Wants a little adjustment with that silly mid-off and short cover.
1.
This one into the onside. Kamran
Got him,
Ghulam
Craigie.
wants to, but never there. But
Keep going, Kian.
Warrican with right-handers, obviously much more comfortable, but also making sure that
Don't worry, keep going,
that
worry.
silly mid-off is in the eye line. So trying to challenge that front pad, trying to challenge the batter.
Someone is with the cameraman. Yeah.
Batters nowadays get
Don't
their
worry.
bat in front of the pad. And that actually brings in silly mid-off
Don't
more
worry, keep going, man. Keep going here, boys.
with the left-arm
Stay
spinner.
looking,
So
stay
he wants to
looking
go
here, man.
in front of the pad. Edge and taken, that is turned. And Warrican gets another. Rizwan Well, he's just edged it to slip. That's a terrific delivery.
Yeah, he's been mixing the pace quite well. This time around, changed the trajectory as well. It was flatter, and hence he got more purchase and pace off the surface. And Rizwan is the new victim of Warwickon in this innings. He scored heavily in the first one. Not many in this one, only 2. It's 113 for 5.
यूफोन 4G की सोशल एक्सट्रीम ऑफर से एंजॉय करो 25 GB डेटा और 100 ऑफ नेट मिनट्स, क्योंकि यूफोन 4G के पास डेटा बहुत है।
सिर्फ पेंट के पैसे देंगे तो बचत तो होगी। मास्टर पेंट लगवाएं और टोकन के इजाफी खर्चे से छुटकारा पाएं। पेंट के पैसे दो, टोकन के नहीं।
Warwickon with a couple of wickets in his first couple of overs. Salman Ali Agha, very good player of spin.
Keep going here, man. Keep working, boys.
Averages 41. This will be a challenge. Because suddenly West Indies have found something straight away. Very early on day 3.
Keep going, Warwick.
Courtesy Warwickon, who now has his best bowling figures in Test match cricket. Nicely bowled again, beats the bat. This is some bowling from the left arm spinner.
Ball, Warwick.
Yeah, he was hoping for the ball to turn. It didn't.
Don't worry. Keep going here, boys.
Actually, it jumped. Only managed an edge and nicely taken in the slips.
Ball, Warwick.
Or even the arm deliveries outside the off stump, troubling the batters now. The Pakistani batters challenged once again.
Keep going,
Exactly
Warwick.
the
Keep
start
going
West
here, boys.
Indies would have wanted, would have hoped for.
Working here, man.
Early wickets. Oh, beautiful, lovely bowling. He's got it on a string right now as Warwickon. 4 for 19 for him. Pakistan 113 for 5.
नए स्ट्रॉन्गर पेप्सी कमाल क्या टेस्ट है यार।
एक्टिंग है या नई स्ट्रॉन्गर पेप्सी का कमाल, खुद ट्राई करके देखो।
सेंसोडाइन रैपिड एक्शन सिर्फ 60 सेकंड्स में आराम देता है।
मैं रेकमेंड करती हूँ सेंसोडाइन रैपिड एक्शन का रोजाना बाकायदगी से इस्तेमाल।
पेशेंट्स वापस आके बताते हैं इट वर्क्स।
South Shakil and Rizwan, both the scorers in the first innings, they've been removed. Pakistan lead by 206. You say it's substantial, but a couple of wickets have got West Indies in the game. Seals now searching with that off-stump length.
They're really impressed with the left arm spinner. Jamal Warwickon learned very quickly how to prevail on a pitch like this. You know, he hasn't been wearing the pace that much, but it's the trajectory. He has consistently varied. That's why he had the batters in trouble. See, have a look at the last delivery of the last over. Not discerning change in the pace, but it was the trajectory. which were lowered by the left arm spinner, at the batsman guessing.
But the control has been very good, especially to right-handers. He's been able to target that front pad and then get the ball to turn. And play and a miss again. That movement still present for Seals.
Get a second slip, captain. He's been bending the ball away from the batter. He's bound to find outside edge. You got to have a fielder there. There's no point having too many fielders on the onside.
Creates such an angle. He goes so wide of the crease and then gets the ball to swing away. That is so difficult. You're always expecting the ball to come back in. That one is down the leg side. And it's picked away. There's no fine leg, so that'll bring up a boundary for Kamran Ghulam.
Yeah, help the ball on its way. It should relieve a bit of pressure. Yeah, that's what we have seen in the second innings when it comes to Seeds bowling. Whenever he tried to bend the ball back into the batsman from closer to the stumps, he hasn't been able to land the ball in the right area. Actually, were ill-directed deliveries down the leg side. That's where he has to improve upon.
Rizwan on the back foot. It's just that extra bounce and almost let go of the bat as he was playing it. He's surprised by the reaction off the surface, but that will happen. All the bowling and all the consistency that Warrican has possessed has come to the fore. His best figures in Test match cricket, also best figures for a West Indian spinner in Pakistan. It's into the offside. They want two, and they should get back. Throw to the bowlers, and he does well. Moti does well because he had quite a quick throw coming towards him. 119 for 5.
यूफोन 4G की सोशल एक्सट्रीम ऑफर से एंजॉय करो 25 GB डेटा और 100 ऑफ नेट मिनट्स, क्योंकि यूफोन 4G के पास डेटा बहुत है।
सिर्फ पेंट के पैसे देंगे तो बचत तो होगी। मास्टर पेंट लगवाएं और टोकन के इजाफी खर्चे से छुटकारा पाएं। पेंट के पैसे दो, टोकन के नहीं।
Still looking here, boys.
4 for 19. Almost done this match. He's searching for more. Bowled well in Sri Lanka, Bangladesh and South Africa, but probably prefer this pitch to any other with the amount of turn that is happening. Salman Ali Agha, he brings out his sweep shot. Vigotel, the official mobile handset partner.
How many have you got so far, Bazi?
Jaja.
Amar Bhai, you have a lot of contacts. You'll have to get them to produce some for us.
Stay a little this way, Justin.
They don't have to produce. They just have to supply.
Yeah. And I've heard real good things. You've been able to... Oh, lovely delivery. Lovely delivery. Slow and turn and bounce.
Don't worry, kid boy, worry.
Yeah, he's been very consistent. with the liner length, especially whenever he decided to vary the pace or the length. He's been able to execute plans.
Keep going, man. Keep going.
The last
Time here,
delivery,
boys.
which
going
beat the
here,
batter, was really slow. And that's why he's been very
Oh,
economical
jeez. Ball, bud.
in this
Ball,
innings.
ball, Warren, ball,
His bowling is
Warren.
13th over and he has only conceded 20 runs, and that has made a huge difference.
And the length of all the deliveries are the same. Slower, quicker, the length remains the same. That's why he's been so good. That one down the leg side. Kamran Ghulam will just get a couple of runs down to fine, and it's 122 for 5.
नए स्ट्रॉन्गर पेप्सी कमाल क्या टेस्ट है यार
एक्टिंग है या नई स्ट्रॉन्गर पेप्सी का कमाल, खुद ट्राई करके देखो।
Still quite a substantial lead. Pakistan lead by 215, but it's been a very good start to the day for West Indies. Jaden Seals testing the off stump. All eyes on the test match. Hawkeye as well. Got ball pulled away. An interesting field set for Seals. There's two catching on the leg side, and also almost a short cover which is now just drifting back. Predominantly he's getting the ball to swing away, but the catching fielders are on a very straight, well, short mid-on and a short mid-wicket, and also a short cover. Edge! Oh, it is gone fine. Then that wide slip, that was a perfect delivery, the perfect result for Seals, the outside edge, but went in the gap.
It was aforementioned in the previous over. You were mentioning about the field placing. It's strange, especially when the bowler is moving the ball away from the right-hander. You need at least a couple of slips. But the captain has been stubborn, not realizing what the bowler is looking to do, and the horse has bolted.
Again, it's a lovely delivery, angle wide, and then just seams away, and it would have carried comfortably to a second slip.
Yeah, Basiju, you understand if there is a bit of grip for the fast bowler when he's looking to bowl the slow deliveries, then you can have such a field placing on the onside. Then it makes sense. But if the ball is not gripping off the surface, there is no friction provided to the fast bowler, and if the ball is zipping through and is getting some seam movement, you've got to have a couple of slips. It's no rocket science. It's just game awareness.
And Seals is bowling that delivery which seems away or swings away from Kamran Ghulam perfectly. A little tighter onto the stumps. Yeah, an opportunity for the West Indies. But how impressive has Seals been throughout the test match. Still being able to get the ball to seam around and get shape. It is the 37th over, so it's not exactly a new ball, not even a semi-new ball. It's still getting the ball to react off the surface, and that's all because of his immaculate seam position as the ball goes down. He's got such a good wrist position and gets the seam upright. Another outside edge. This time it rolls away to third, to the fence. No luck for Seals so far.
Now what saved Kamran Ghulam on that occasion? He delayed the stroke and played the ball with a softer hand. And that's why it went into the gap. Second time very lucky in this over, Kamran Ghulam. Yeah, the returns aren't indicative of the fact that how well this fast bowler has bowled in this test match.
Now they reinforce that slip region, that catching from the leg side, the short square leg is gone into a third slip or fourth slip. This is lovely. It's challenging bowling from Seals. No luck for him, but an eventful over. 131 for 5.
यूफोन 4G की सोशल एक्सट्रीम ऑफर से एंजॉय करो 25 GB डेटा और 100 ऑफ नेट मिनट्स, क्योंकि यूफोन 4G के पास डेटा बहुत है।
Keep going, man. Stay in it here, boys.
As expected, spinning is controlling the proceedings from either side.
Keep going, worry.
Already seen 2 wickets fall, and the kind of turn the batters are being tested out there. Pakistan now 5 down with a lead of 224. Warwick has been so good, continuing from where he left off last evening. Had 2 wickets to his name now, 4 for 22. A quick consultation from Craig Brathwaite. What does he feel about it? Asking the keeper. Gone upstairs.
TV umpire director, we have a player review for LBW. Original decision is not out. I'll check the feet, fair delivery. We'll go front on first, please.
Stand by, Rick. Roll, Rick.
The bat's gone across the ball, so we just want to confirm no bat with Altridge, please. Okay, we've got Aldridge here, running through. Yeah, we've got a clear gap there. Just rock and rolling that back a bit. Could I just run that back? Run that back. Run it right back. Further back, further back, further back. Yeah, and then run it through. Running forward, yeah. We've got a gap there. You keep running it through, right through. Yeah, keep going. Yeah. So we've got a clear gap between the bat and the ball. So we can go to ball tracking when ready. Original decision is not out. It's pitching in line, impact in line. And it's missing the wickets. Go back on field. Richard, you can stick with original decision of not out. Signal now.
Yeah, review lost. And the problem with that big turn is that more often than not, when it beats the bat, it misses everything. Warrican is falling around the wicket with that angle,
Well,
but
Warrican,
still
well,
turns
Warrican.
so much that after the impact just shows has missed the off stump by a couple of inches.
And he has bowled so well. The moment he has seen Salman Ali Agha come down the pitch, the pace has improved. The first ball was 74.7, this one 86.3. And this is what he talked about in the interview. On this pitch, you need to understand the pace.
Oh, yes,
And for any batter who's using the feet, as a spinner, you'll have to go either with the faster one or really slow it down. First delivery 74, then 86, and then 73.4. Excellent variation. And apart from this ball, all three deliveries the same area, and that's the importance, that you do the variation, but the area needs to be same.
Keep going, Warrior. Keep going, man. Stay in it here, boys. High energy, man. Come on. Nothing. Good, good, good. Come on, man. Keep going. Keep going here, boys. Don't worry. Don't worry.
Oh, he's got something on it. Yeah, just a bit of an extra bounce, trying to cut that. Quite similar to what Rizwan got. Pakistan lose another, and Warrican gets 5 now.
And the first 5 over Warrican. It's not only the Pakistan spinners that getting the best of this pitch, but Warrican this time. He sent the fielder out on deep cover back, and he wanted to go fuller. Kamran Ghulam, rather than coming onto the front foot, goes on back foot. And once again, Imlaq behind the stumps. How brilliant he has been. And confirmation. There is a big edge, and Warrican. 5 wickets now for 23 runs. First West Indian spinner to take 5 in Pakistan. And the 5th wicket of Kamran Ghulam, who walks back for 27. Pakistan 132 for 6.
सिर्फ पेंट के पैसे देंगे तो बचत तो होगी। मास्टर पेंट लगवाएं और टोकन के इजाफी खर्चे से छुटकारा पाएं। पेंट के पैसे दो, टोकन के नहीं।
यूफोन 4G की सोशल एक्सट्रीम ऑफर से एंजॉय करो 25 GB डेटा और 100 ऑफ नेट मिनट्स, क्योंकि यूफोन 4G के पास डेटा बहुत है।
Well, this session so far has gone to West Indies spinners. Well, not, I shouldn't even say spinners. West Indies spinner. Mohammad Ali now comes in. Noman Ali now comes in. But yeah, you pointed it out just before that. He's pushed the cover back and then bowls it outside off. And entices him to get the cut shot going. Good catch there from Imlaq. Got it in the second attempt. It's a proper edge there. Slight deviation as it reached the gloves.
And what Warrican has done today is not only he has shown a lot of control, but he has used the field to his advantage as well. He has bowled to his field, and he has changed his pace according to the field as well, where the fielders are placed. Excellent bowling, excellent thinking behind each and every dismissal. On screen you will see that yes, he's got 5 wickets, but behind every wicket there is a plan, there's a method, and to implement that method you need to have that accuracy as a spinner.
round number. Okay.
And he's got a man right in his eye line. Noman facing his first ball. Seal's going to come round the wicket. Oh, almost.
You do see extra slip fielder there, 2 slips now with no man on strike. This was on, this short pitch delivery was on. There are a few fielders to catch this. This will be a test for Noman. Can he give some support to Salman Ali Agha on the other end?
And now the man is coming closer at short leg, just where the ball landed. A delivery before this. There, oh, this time over his head. It's brought in some luck with him.
And Jayden Seales, he's trying to figure out where he should place that fielder. Because when he was a bit back, the ball just landed in front of him. Now the fielder has come closer. It's gone above the fielder. There's still a deep point. I do feel they can bring him up, get the wicket-taking opportunity. Don't give any singles to Noman. That would be the best for West Indies.
You look at this 2-man square of the wicket in catching positions. Didn't get as much bounce as Seales would have liked.
Nice from you, Jayden. Nice from you, Jayden.
Pakistan lead by 227 runs now. West Indies managing 137 in the first innings, so it is already a pretty comfortable lead for Pakistan. But Salman Ali Agha would want to extend that. Got out cheaply in the first one. Just one test after this, and then a gap of 10 months for Pakistan to play another test.
Salman has mastered the art of batting with the tail. He's really made that number his own in recent times. He's also regarded as one of the best players of spin, so that will be a test for him. Now he performs here. Couldn't do much in that first innings. He really has worked it out how to bat with the tail. And Noman can bat, so can Sajid. Add any valuable runs from here on.
Ready, Rahmat?
Now Jayden Seales plugging the gap on square for that single. They would want Noman to take the strike in the next over. So one fielder added onto the leg side.
It's over.
134 for 6.
नए स्ट्रॉन्गर पेप्सी कमाल का टेस्ट है यार
एक्टिंग है या नई स्ट्रॉन्गर पेप्सी का कमाल खुद ट्राई करके देखो
यूफोन 4G की सोशल एक्सट्रीम ऑफर से एंजॉय करो 25 GB डेटा और 100 ऑफ नेट मिनट्स, क्योंकि यूफोन 4G के पास डेटा बहुत है।
So far on day 3, lost 3 wickets for 25 runs, Pakistan. Now Noman will have to take a taste of his own medicine.
Over the wicket.
be facing spin now. Only difference, he's got the bat in hand and he's got the man with 5 wickets in front of him. 3 men around the bat. Probably one more coming in.
And the areas Warrican has been able to hit in the second innings to right-hander has been pretty good. He looked more comfortable in the first innings while bowling to left-handers. Let's see how he starts off against Noman.
And outside off.
Just outside. Just outside, Warri.
First ball he faces goes reverse.
And Warrican has definitely decreased his pace. He's now operating mostly in the mid-70s. In the first innings, he was operating mostly in early 80s. 83, 84.
Well, after that first innings when they were bowling, they've learned a thing or two. What works here, I really hope that the batters can also do the same.
But it's not easy as a spinner to keep changing your pace, so credit to him. This was the shout from Warrican against Noman. So impressive that not only has been able to decrease the pace, but he's hitting the right areas, he's asking the right questions as a spinner. You need to have a lot of control on your action, the weight transfer as a spinner to be able to do that.
That's it. Oh, it's just gone over. Just passing those fingertips there.
And Noman going for that big swing, couldn't connect properly. There was half a chance, but it was a couple of inches too far from the fielder. Pakistan lead now 230.
Keep going, Warri.
The question asked by Warrican in this over, the impact was outside off. Because of that umpire decision, a good one this time.
End of the over, 137 for 6.
यूफोन 4G की सोशल एक्सट्रीम ऑफर से एंजॉय करो 25 GB डेटा और 100 ऑफ नेट मिनट्स, क्योंकि यूफोन 4G के पास डेटा बहुत है।
नए स्ट्रॉन्गर पेप्सी, कमाल का टेस्ट है यार।
एक्टिंग है या नई स्ट्रॉन्गर पेप्सी का कमाल, खुद ट्राई करके देखो।
It's been Warrican all the way, apart from that one run out of the captain.
Even in that, he was the one who was collecting the ball, so he's been involved in all the dismissals in this innings.
It's basically just about 3 men in the test match. Noman, Sajid and Warrican.
What about Rizwan and Saud in the first one?
With the ball, I'm saying. Well bowled, nicely played, and the fielder just doesn't add to those efforts. What should have been no run ends up with a couple. Kingdom Valley, a royal lifestyle.
Good thinking from Jayden Seales. The idea was right. He was bowling short in the previous over. Started off with a Yorker. Maybe another short one now.
More runs here. 26 wickets in 2 days and an hour of a session on day 3. In fact, we lost the first session on day 1.
Keeping a close eye on the time. And as a fast bowler, you will have to experiment a bit. Not much offer now unless it's reverse swinging. You have to create your own plan, you have to create your own chance. He's been trying the Yorkers, the shorter one. Still that bouncer, the proper bouncer to the tail ender. He's not been able to bowl that perfect bouncer.
Yeah, Naman seems to be backing himself up. He's trying to replicate what Seals and Warrican did, added 40 odd runs to the total. Nicely done. He's looking pretty comfortable against the fast bowler, getting the strike rotation. Pakistan's leading home appliances brand, Super Asia.
Now want to make him look easy batting on here. Because not true bounce.
Constant change in the field with the right and left hand combination. 2 fielders in the deep on the leg side. Couple in the catching position.
Ooh, almost. Seals has been bowling well. Got an edge from Kamran's bat. There's no first slip there. Searching for his first wicket in this second innings.
What a brilliant delivery. Once again leaving the batter, squaring him up completely. Beautiful delivery there. Has been able to extract that extra bounce and able to hit those lengths really well, Jayden Seals. And you put in context, Khurram Shahzad bowled only 1 over and he has been the only fast bowler bending his back on this track, extracting some bounce.
Yeah, really is being the ambassador of fast bowlers around the world on a surface like this. Very disciplined, 142 for 6.
सिर्फ पेंट के पैसे देंगे तो बचत तो होगी। मास्टर पेंट लगवाएं और टोकन के इजाफी खर्चे से छुटकारा पाएं। पेंट के पैसे दो, टोकन के नहीं।
यूफोन 4G की सोशल एक्सट्रीम ऑफर से एंजॉय करो 25 GB डेटा और 100 ऑफ नेट मिनट्स, क्योंकि यूफोन 4G के पास डेटा बहुत है।
5 for 26 for Warrican. 15 overs. He's taken half the side single-handedly. Back to that dressing room. Lead now 235.
We're worried. Keep going, worried.
It's just the start of day 3. I like the fact that he's trying to meet the ball early. He's using his feet, coming down. He's not waiting for that ball to turn a huge amount and beat him. All ends out.
Do you think Nouman Ali has seen what Dominic Cork was saying. Come outside off stump. He has been trying to sweep from outside off. That's why he's been saved. And constant change of pace when you watch Warrigan. The first delivery was 71 because Noman Ali tried to use his feet, so this time he bowled it even slower.
Oh, yes, she's got him this time. Took a little while, the umpire, but then the finger goes up, trying to reverse that from in front of the stumps. Noman will have a bit of a consultation. Should he go up? He feels he's got a bit of bat onto it. Depending on Salman. Reluctant, as he going? No, he decides against it. So that's wicket number 6 for Warrican. And number 7 goes back. 142 as Noman did this.
Excellent bowling from Warrican. This time going fuller. He saw him going onto the sweep, the reverse one. Bowl fuller within stumps. Constant change of pace, constant teasing to the batter. Works once again for Warrican. Noman goes for 9, Pakistan 142 for 7.
सेंसोडाइन रैपिड एक्शन सिर्फ 60 सेकंड्स में आराम देता है।
मैं रेकमेंड करती हूँ सेंसोडाइन रैपिड एक्शन का रोजाना बाकायदगी से इस्तेमाल।
पेशेंट्स वापस आके बताते हैं इट वर्क्स।
नए स्ट्रॉन्गर पेप्सी, कमाल क्या टेस्ट है यार।
एक्टिंग है या नई स्ट्रॉन्गर पेप्सी का कमाल, खुद ट्राई करके देखो।
What? You might not get Pakistan, but you might get somewhere that's good. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Sometime before you. Right, that's why I asked. Check out the two.
7 down now for 142. Noman's partner with the spin is Sajid Khan now, who's come out after his dismissal. Pakistan have lost 4 wickets for 33 runs today. Started off at 109 for 3. Warrican looking to add in that wickets column to his name and for the team. Oh, straight away. Swing of the bat, gets a boundary. Says, what's all that fuss about?
Sajid Khan, in the first inning, he was the only batter who was able to hit a 6 for Pakistan, and he's starting off well. Aggression is the best defense, he's saying. This is how I'm going to bat, taking on the best bowler for West Indies. 4 runs to start with.
Was 6 for 26 before. This ball has now become the best figures for any bowler from the West Indies in Pakistan, whether spin or quick. What a performance, Warrican.
Where is it? Go, lads, please. Where is it?
Oh yes, back leg, but umpire feels it might turn a little more. Warrican wants his captain to go upstairs. Yeah, they're going.
TV umpire director, we have a player review for LBW. Original decision is not out. Check the feet, fair delivery. Front on first, please. It's come across the ball. I just want to check with Aldridge. He hasn't hit it. Doesn't look like it.
It's time to go down here. Too much spin on it, buddy. Spin pass off spin by this much. Yeah. It's a long one, yeah, so it's good. You want the mid on for both of you. Right? That's good. The question was, King. Where do point work? Hold on, long off. Shaky.
Okay, we've got ultra edge now. Oh yeah, keep rolling through. Yeah. Clearly missed the ball. You can go to ball tracking when ready. Original decision is not out. Impact, pitching in line, impacts umpire's call, and it's missing the wickets. And go back on field to Richard, stick with the original decision of not out. Signal now.
So the call is no. End of the over, 146 for 7.
यूफोन 4G की सोशल एक्सट्रीम ऑफर से एंजॉय करो 25 GB डेटा और 100 ऑफ नेट मिनट्स, क्योंकि यूफोन 4G के पास डेटा बहुत है।
सिर्फ पेंट के पैसे देंगे तो बचत तो होगी। मास्टर पेंट लगवाएं और टोकन के इजाफी खर्चे से छुटकारा पाएं। पेंट के पैसे दो, टोकन के नहीं।
Moti into the attack, and it'll be interesting and intriguing to see how he goes. I think it's well and truly confirmed now that he's been usurped by Jamel Warrican for so long. Since his 13-wicket match haul against Zimbabwe in 2023, he was the incumbent. But Warrican out-bowled him in the South Africa series in the Caribbean last year, and neither of them played against Bangladesh late last year. But Warrican has shown great skill, great control. Dominic Cork, as I say good morning to you.
Yeah, good morning, Ian Bishop. Good morning, everybody. Yeah, you can just sense that, and we've been in that position, Ian Bishop, where you feel you haven't got the rhythm as a bowler. And it's whether you want to bowl a lot of overs or whether as a bowler you just need to have little spells. For me, I just wanted to bowl more. When I felt I'd got no rhythm, and Moti just, it probably looks like he hasn't. I personally wanted to bowl as many overs as possible. And it's been strange that he hasn't bowled a lot of overs up to now. In the end, pitch is in line. Should have gone upstairs. Was given out on field and he didn't review it. End of the over, 43 overs gone, 149 for 7.
Terrific morning for Jamel Warrican. Have a look at that dismissal. Again, some cheer to Jamel Warrican.
No. We're worried. No.
Jaden Seals, who feels they also had a wonderful spell this morning with no fortune whatsoever.
No, but what he did show was control. And sweep will just bring one. Yeah, that's what I've seen with Jaden Seals, his ability to move the ball both ways. He uses the crease as well. He goes slightly wider He induces the batsmen to play at balls slightly wider than they want to play. And he was unlucky this morning. So it's been a good morning for the West Indies. They're still in a difficult situation. Can wrap this innings up, you never know. 2-4-3 is going to be a huge ask. 2-6-2 is the highest run chase here.
Another one for Jamel Warrican. He has been on a fantastic roll. He has been outstanding and duly deserves for the control that he's given to Craig Brathwaite and the West Indies.
He said on the pitch report it's that length, it's that fuller length, that 4-metre length where get the batters driving the ball. It's an outside edge. Sajid, who's got a lot of bowling to do, goes for 5. It's 150 for 8.
नए स्ट्रॉन्गर पेप्सी कमाल क्या टेस्ट है यार
एक्टिंग है या नई स्ट्रॉन्गर पेप्सी का कमाल, खुद ट्राई करके देखो।
Seven for 31 for Jamel Warrican. Khurram Shahzad, who bowled a solitary over in the first innings, now comes in with the bat. I think to the other point, Dominic Corkin, for viewers, the highest successful run chase by a visiting team in Pakistan is 220 by Sri Lanka. Such significance.
It is, Bish, but I always think, and we've been in teams where you just never know, one batter to get 80 or 100. And it will be a big ask, and they've still got a couple of wickets to get because the lead is increasing. But the one thing I've been impressed with is the West Indies at least have come out and give themselves a chance.
He's been such an impactful cricketer in the last few months, not only with his bowling, but since the South Africa series last year. West Indian fans will well remember he's been outstanding with the bat. He's one of only 2 West Indian batters to average more than 30 across 2024. Mentioned it yesterday along with Jason Holder. None of the other players have been able to average above 30 with the bat. So he's not only been good with the ball, but good with the bat in the low order as well. Not to mention the man behind the stumps for the West Indies. I know that it's early in his Test career, but Tevin Imlach has been very good behind the stumps.
To the guy.
And that was a superb take because he couldn't see the ball for a long period of time. Now, could it be another run out? I think it is. Runs, wickets, and now another run out. Or possible run
We
out.
have an umpire review for a run out. Need your best side on angle at the keeper's end, please. Yeah. They've lit up. Can't see. Oh, there's the bat. Ready to make my decision.
He's a man that can't do any wrong. Shazad goes for naught, 154 for now.
के पैसे देंगे तो बचत तो होगी। मास्टर पेंट लगवाएं और टोकन के इजाफी खर्चे से छुटकारा पाएं। पेंट के पैसे दो, टोकन के नहीं।
It's airborne, this should be taken, it's going to be comfortable, it is! The second wicket goes down.
England 2 for 80.
Appeal caught behind, they've got the big wicket, Root has been dismissed.
Set himself nicely, 46 off 56, but he's got it to park.
Jamel Warrican involved in every dismissal so far. He's had an outstanding game, an outstanding innings.
He was at the part of the run out for Shan Masood in a direct hit. He's leading his side, he's giving his side a chance. 7 wickets involved in both the run-outs. Spoke to him earlier this morning. Smile on his face, and why not? And he has runs as well in the first innings. So a wicket left for Pakistan. West Indies trying to wrap this up.
Oh.
154 for 9.
यूफोन 4G की सोच ऑफर से एंजॉय करो 25 GB डेटा और 100 ऑफ नेट मिनट्स, क्योंकि यूफोन 4G के पास डेटा बहुत है।
Abra Ahmed. But Jamel Warrican is the story, the 3rd best figures by any visiting bowler in Pakistan. Top scored with a bat in the first innings for the West Indies. Only Ravi Ratnayaka and Kapil Dev in front of him. His best bowling figures in a match, a test match as well. 10 for. Question asked. Eyes on Craig Brathwaite. Who's at short third?
Didn't do nothing, probably sliding. I mean, you got one more wicket, you can try it, you know.
Bish, I think this is close. The only thing I'm actually thinking is the bounce, because he's a long way down with the sweep, and we've seen that the bounce sometimes.
Keep going, keep going.
I think this is close. They've decided not to review it.
And a really good take by Tevin Imlach.
Let's have a look how close it was. Does it turn enough? Does it turn enough? It was close. It always looked close.
Keep going, Warren. Ball.
You need some kind of luck from here, Need it.
Keep going, Warren.
No, I don't think you want Salman to get a single here. Does.
Have a look at the run out again of Quram. Warwican did. Good anticipation, get round as the left-handed thrower, direct hit. I wonder he's got a smile on his face. Trying to finish the innings off now with the ball. 7 for 32, can he make it 8 for 32? Should have been 8 for 31. Didn't review that LBW. It was given not out on field.
One delivery for Abrar Ahmed to try to negotiate. Now additional close-in fielder instituted.
Keep going, Warren, keep going.
Wait, Joe. Hold on. Don't do me that. Ready.
$155 for 9.
यूफोन 4G की सोशल एक्सट्रीम ऑफर से एंजॉय करो 25 GB डेटा और 100 ऑफ नेट मिनट्स, क्योंकि यूफोन 4G के पास डेटा बहुत है।
Keep going now, boys.
Moti. Been just thinking forward, and there's still much to happen in this match, but just thinking forward. Moti's form for the next test. Kemar Roach was unwell in this one. We want a couple of runs. So that's another thing that they have to keep their eye on, but that's for later on. The batters have a job to do post the fall whenever this wicket occurs, with a lead now of 250.
Remote.
Don't take the single.
The official snack partner, KFC bucket.
Keep going, man. Keep going. Keep
Looking forward to lunch.
In the air, should be taken. Mikhail Louis takes it. Moti gets the final wicket. A good bowling effort this morning, mainly by Jomel Warrican, and his effort in the field too means that the West Indies will need 251 to try to win the test match.
look at the pace. Pace is 78 miles per hour, so it's down from his normal 83, so a slower delivery, tossed up. And Salman decided I was trying to hit it out the ground at the end of the innings. Salman Ali Agha gone for 14, and Pakistan 157 all out. Brilliant from that man. 7 for 32 from his 18 overs, 10 wickets in the match, but he's got work to do with the bat. And so have the rest of the West Indian players.
Terrific from Jamel Warrican, with bat in the first innings, in the field, involved in a couple of run-outs and 7-wicket haul. Over to the batters now, because the bowlers, as Andre Kohli, the coach, has said, have kept the West Indies in several test matches.
They had that big lead going into the second innings. 50 from the captain, Shan Masood, was the pick really. 52 from 70 was run out by Hodge. Warrican was involved. 29 from Herrera, who's on his debut. 27 from Cameron. And then it was 14 from Salman. 157 all out for Pakistan. Didn't get partnerships going after that opening partnership, but right at the top of 67. Shan Masood and Babar with 22, and 19 was then the next between Salman and Kamran.
Terrific effort, mainly by Jamel Warrican, taking the last 7 Pakistan wickets for 48 runs this morning. Best test match figures for Warrican, 7 for 32. The final wicket going to Gudakesh Motie. Seals unlucky. He could have had at least a couple of wickets. Now another acid test, with the West Indies needing 251 to try to win the test match, and Craig Brathwaite will be leading the charge. Take a short break and come back with more here in Multan.
गेम ऑन है।
From McCarthy. It's airborne. This should be taken. It's going to be comfortable. It is. The second wicket goes down.
England 2 for 80.
Appeal caught behind. They've got the big wicket. Root has been dismissed.
set himself nicely. 46 off 56, but he's got it the park.
Welcome back to the Vigotel Mobile presents Allied Bank Pakistan versus West Indies Test Series 2025, where Pakistan have been bowled out for 157 in their second innings, a half century to Shan Masood, a couple of 20s in there, Herrera and Cameron. And the story so far, Jamel Warrican for the West Indies with the ball and in the field, 7 for 32 for him. West Indies set 251 to win the Test match. Dominic Cork still alongside me. It was Warrican all the way through.
And its ability to turn balls big and then one just sliding on. They're just the wrong side. And this was adjudged to then go on and hit leg stump. And Badr Azam has had his struggles against left arm spin once again. Didn't review it. Right decision as well, just holds up. Once again going in to crash into that leg stump. Caused trouble throughout his spell. Warrican, as part of that run out of Shan Masood, take nothing away from that take. That was a difficult take from Warrican. The ball was coming quick, quite low down. He has to take the ball and then get to the stumps. This was first over this morning. Saad Shakil, who played well in that first innings, just chips it to mid-wicket, and an excellent start, Ian Bishops, for the morning sessions for West Indies.
That was a very good catch, and it's what happened before the ball was bowled, with the cover going back onto the boundary. Terrific catch for this one, and Gulam just trying to punch it into the offside. And Nimlak has been good. He's been terrific behind the stumps. It's not easy debuting in a test match in conditions such as these. Another decision from the umpire. Ball tracking indicated that it would have missed the stumps had they reviewed it. Warrican just continued with sterling work. Easy one. Final one to go to Kishmoti. There's another one out from Jamel Warrican.
Yeah, and it was finished off by Moti. In the end, like you say, Warrican was involved with 2 run-outs and 7 wickets. And the West Indies needed something in this first session. They've given themselves a chance. Salman Aliaga, who looked to go over extra cover, just dragged it. Easy catch to finish off, and they have a chance. Even though all the stats will tell you that Pakistan are in control and should go on and win this test match. 251 runs for the West Indies to win this opening test match, so they stand a chance.
Best figures in Pakistan by overseas bowlers. Ravi Ratnayake, the Sri Lankan, up there with 8 for 83. Kapil Dev, the former Indian captain and all-rounder, and Jamel Warrican third on that list. He's been outstanding all across the test match, to be honest. A successful run chase, just to remind you, by a visiting team. 220 by Sri Lanka. West Indies need 251. Who knows? It's going to be tough. It's going to be difficult. But Craig Brathwaite will keep hope alive. Shan Masood, though, will be believing that his bowlers can defend this. They know that it's a surface that's offering Sajid and Noman Ali and Abrar Ahmed a lot of help, but Shan will be reinforcing the words, do not take it for granted. Intensity and accuracy against these.
Yeah, and West Indies have got to come out with a plan. What is their plan? Are they going to try and play slightly differently? Are they going to look to be more aggressive? Are they going to try and play from a different area, get outside the line a little bit more? But a test match for both sides to win here. Pakistan in control, but the West Indies would want to have, what, another good half hour. Finish the session off, get yourself off to a good start. So all the talking is done. And now it's down to what these two players can start off and give themselves a chance.
Well, they've got to be busy. You can't just sit there and allow Sajid and Noman to bowl at you, but how they manage that risk, it's difficult. Make no bones about this. This is a significant challenge with the ball gripping and turning and bouncing. But I think you have to look to score maybe the odd calculated risk, but at the same time trust whatever defense you have. So it calls for the all-round skill of the highest class from these batters.
You looked at me like I should know that.
Sajid with 4 wickets in the first innings. He started the ball rolling, and the slack was then picked up by Noman Ali, who finished with 6. I should say 5. Abrar Ahmed got the last wicket. Three deep set fielders, leg side.
Just keep your eye out where Brathwaite looks to play this from. Is he going to go slightly across? There's no fielder on the offside, short on the offside, silly mid-off. There is more a leg slip and back pad. Here we go.
How is that one? Is that one? The umpires are going to confer.
TV umpire to director, we're coming to you for a bump ball. It's an umpire review for a bump ball. Check the feet, fair delivery. Best front on angle, please. Just rock and rolling that. Slowly, yep. Yep. Yeah, it's hit the ground. No, I'm happy with that. Ready to make my decision.
بس بس مخامخ خپل لاسه چې خان غره مخامخ
West Indies' second innings is on the way. Sajid went through the gap between bat and pad of Mikhailu in the first innings.
And it just looks to me now that he's gone further across. Let's have a look at the first innings, where he's standing, maybe not. But he's playing out towards extra cover.
Definitely wandered across his stumps there before the ball was released. That was the first innings. Just keep an eye on the footwork of Mikhailu here again. Yep, a long way across the stumps.
And I like that, Bish, because I think it just puts the bowler under a little bit more, not pressure, but makes him think about his line, but also his speed as well. And I think that is the way to play.
Gets the 4. You don't often see that from a Craig Brathwaite. 6 without loss.
First over goes for 6. Craig Brathwaite with a couple of reverse sweeps.
That's 2 there.
A definite change in plan on how to play the spin. That's one hit in front of square, so good connection. Now it's Abrar. Abrar has been given the new ball, not Noman Ali, not Khurram Shehzad. Interesting move here. Straight away gets the ball to turn off the surface. The new ball, the harder, newer ball will probably grip more in the surface. Maybe more pace.
A good ploy, because West Indies are looking as if they have a clear mindset. They will go for runs. Comparatively newer bowler for them. They've played Noman and Sajid in the first innings for more overs. So Abrar just bowling 1.3 overs in the first innings. Good ploy from Pakistan.
Down the track, lovely looking shot. Get a single, but this morning Dominic Cork suggested that you get outside the line. He was telling us how to play spin. Not many people trust him, but Micah Lewis does, because he's getting outside the line. He's changed.
That's 2 there.
Micah Louis, and he started off well with getting across and also playing down the ground. Now Brathwaite, the captain, on the other hand, he's gone for sweeps and reverse sweep. That is second boundary. This one with just a proper sweep.
I like the West Indies approach. We saw the last three batters in the first innings going for runs, having a clear mindset, and that paid off. That's their style, and this time with the new ball also, they are putting the pressure back on the bowlers, and that's why you're seeing some bad deliveries as well.
That has to be the way. That's the one that turns back in the googly. But picked well. Braithwaite has the game to actually tackle spin. He's most experienced of the batters. He knows how to construct innings.
Oh yeah.
It'll be largely on him to lead from the front. 11 without loss.
नए स्ट्रॉन्गर पेप्सी कमाल क्या टेस्ट है यार
एक्टिंग है या नई स्ट्रॉन्गर पेप्सी का कमाल खुद ट्राई करके देखो
यूफोन 4G की सोशल एक्सट्रीम ऑफर से एंजॉय करो 25 GB डेटा और 100 ऑफ नेट मिनट्स क्योंकि यूफोन 4G के पास डेटा बहुत है।
A successful chases in Pakistan. 315 for 9. That is that epic game in Karachi. Shane Warne, Tim May, Inzamam ul Haq, Ian Hilly. And that last delivery goes across again. So a definite plan. Sajid with the new ball got the ball to turn sharply. That one going through the gate, and that's why we're going across the stumps now to access the ball much better. But he's been phenomenal since he's come back into the side, especially on turning surface as well. Another little reverse sweep, watched it well.
Captain Braithwaite striking at 142, 10 runs of 7. So the mindset is clear, whether it's reverse or normal traditional sweep. Mohammad Rizwan now talking to Sajid Khan. You want to change the momentum, you want to keep these first few overs to yourself, so important not to get carried away.
Yeah, just outside off stump, and what that does is that sharp turn then is hitting the stumps, and if you're standing say leg stump, you're then allowing the ball to turn back into the stumps, also not getting towards it. Mika Lewis right now is going across and making sure he's close enough to the deliveries, also getting outside the line of off stump and not getting LBW.
This asks for the bowler to change the plan a little bit. You're kind of asking him to go against his strength, maybe an extra fielder at slip, and use the arm ball in between as a variation with the new ball.
A big appeal, and maybe turn too much. Sajid Khan will always look up and maybe what a DRS, but no, 13 without loss.
सिर्फ पेंट के पैसे देंगे तो बचत तो होगी। मास्टर पेंट लगवाएं और टोकन के इजाफी खर्चे से छुटकारा पाएं। पेंट के पैसे दो, टोकन के नहीं।
यूफोन 4G की सोशल एक्सट्रीम ऑफर से एंजॉय करो 25 GB डेटा और 100 ऑफ नेट मिनट्स क्योंकि यूफोन 4G के पास डेटा बहुत है।
First 3 overs negotiated well. West Indies with a different plan to tackle spin. Abrar into the offside. This is what West Indies want, a constant flow of runs. Not allow the opposition spinners to bowl 3, 4, 5 deliveries at a particular batter.
Oh yeah, that's lovely, that's lovely.
Great facility for the fans. Inverex solar energy charging boot. You can charge your mobile phones or tablets through Inverex solar energy while watching the game. Nice looking drive. Be a single down to long off.
Iqbal's first delivery was 94.3. Now the second one 80. That is going to be the key, the pace with which the spinners will operate. We saw Warrican slowing it down into the 70s, getting 7 wickets, 7-wicket haul. Now another catcher on the offside has been added.
There's almost a search for runs every delivery. You talked about this earlier, Sana, also, that you don't want to allow the spinners to get into a groove, allow them to bowl, especially on a surface that's offering so much turn. Edge goes straight to ground. That'll happen throughout. We've seen that throughout the test match. There's been unplayable deliveries, there's been deliveries that's turned and bounced. But what you've got to make sure is that when you're out there, you're just putting something back onto the bowlers, trying to get runs, or getting to different positions, getting back and forward, playing the sweep shot, be proactive. And so far it's been good from West Indies. 16 without loss.
नए स्ट्रॉन्गर पेप्सी कमाल क्या टेस्ट है यार
एक्टिंग है या नई स्ट्रॉन्गर पेप्सी का कमाल, खुद ट्राई करके देखो।
अभी थोड़ा बाहर आ जाओ, जरा सऊद बाहर हो जाओ थोड़ा सा।
Definite change in plan. This is the first innings, Louis trying to drive, and that big gap between bat and pad. Now he's down the ground, deep mid wicket, gone. Great bat trick, trying to hit Sajid out of the park. There was a deep mid wicket and gone straight to him. First success for Pakistan.
Into his third over, Sajid Khan, and into the wickets column. Craig Bathwaite, the captain, he wanted to take the charge. He wanted to go for runs, but he was too close to the ball to get the elevation. The connection was there, but there was fielder in the deep. And Sajid Khan once again starts off the proceedings for Pakistan with the ball. The captain will have to depart for 12. West Indies 16 for 1.
यूफोन 4G की सोशल एक्सट्रीम ऑफर से एंजॉय करो 25 GB डेटा और 100 ऑफ नेट मिनट्स, क्योंकि यूफोन 4G के पास डेटा बहुत है।
सिर्फ पेंट के पैसे देंगे तो बचत तो होगी। मास्टर पेंट लगवाएं और टोकन के इजाफी खर्चे से छुटकारा पाएं। पेंट के पैसे दो, टोकन के नहीं।
पीछे वो कह रहे थे अब ठीक है सर, चांस लेने तो ले रहे, ठीक है बस
Casey Carty, the first bowler in the first innings, starts off with a strong sweep shot, and that's been hammered away to the fence. The first ball disappears.
Intent, that's clear from West Indies. They are going to go for runs, even if they lose some wickets on the way, but not like the first innings where they were trying to defend. This time they are going to attack.
Turns away, gets a single. Interesting that Brathwaite changed his approach. He's played a lot of sweep shots, a lot of reverse sweep shots. This time he doesn't get to the pitch, drags it leg side, so didn't get a lot of connection straight to the man. It's a high risk shot. Babar's very happy. Obviously Pakistan very happy with the first success, but the change of approach. He started off just playing sweeps and reverse sweeps. Straight off the pad.
And the sharp turn from Sajid Khan. That's why the connection was not made by the captain.
Successful over for Sajid. It's 21 for 1.
नए स्ट्रॉन्गर पेप्सी कमाल क्या टेस्ट है यार
एक्टिंग है या नई स्ट्रॉन्गर पेप्सी का कमाल, खुद ट्राई करके देखो।
सेंसोडाइन रैपिड एक्शन सिर्फ 60 सेकंड्स में आराम देता है।
मैं रेकमेंड करती हूँ सेंसोडाइन रैपिड एक्शन का रोजाना बाकायदगी से इस्तेमाल।
पेशेंट्स वापस आके बताते हैं इट वर्क्स।
Da ulta bulta pa wai gora kha. Sista design ki bhi. हाँ? छोटी के पूरा आगे जाएगा आगे पीछे
Abrar gets a third over. Interesting how Carty plays.
ठीक है शाबाश.
A little nudge leg side for a single.
उसने कहा था इधर नहीं जा सकते.
That's Louis. Talk about coming outside off, navigating that spin, taking that LBW option out of the way. Has adjusted his technique.
Turn away leg side timing's good. So he'll come back for the second.
What that does is sometimes the bowler wants to go into the stumps because the line of Sajid Khan was outside off. Because of that, sometimes now the bowler will keep changing the line because they won't be getting a wicket. You see Sajid Khan coming into the stumps, so did Abrar.
Have to pick Abrar as well. Abrar, mystery spinner. Don't think he picked this. This was the carom ball. Almost a little leg spinner. He's done everything correctly. He's come down the track. He's not actually picked it from the hand as Louis. Goes across again. Sweep shot in the air. But it's safe. Plenty of shots being played. There's a concerted effort to play more shots, be more proactive. That's probably the way that they decided that's the best chance for their batters, for the West Indian batters, to try and navigate towards this target. First innings they played differently, didn't work. He's come way down the wicket. He's gone into danger area too.
Wait.
First inning by this time, they were 4 down, 22 for 4. Definitely this is working better for them, the aggressive approach.
One picked by Carty, nicely played. 25 for 1.
What time is the lunch? ये जगह वैसे इसकी थोड़ी खतरनाक जगह है ये सऊद को वापस भेजना चाहिए होगा वहाँ पे पापा के लिए दोनों जगह पे
Look at the experience. 97 Craig Brathwaite. Only Athanaze with 12 in terms of batting. Unit not at all very experienced. One of these players in the start of their careers. You look at the averages and said those should develop, but right now it's a process. Yeah, Sajid thinks he's got him and it's given. The sweep shot this time didn't work. Maybe just off the glove. Kati has to depart. Sajid with 2.
That brings about the 50th wicket for Sajid Khan in Test cricket. Brings smiles to the faces of the fans and to his teammates. Once again, go fuller, a bit flatter than before. Casey Kati trying to go for that sweep once again. Easy take for Mohammad Rizwan behind the stumps. Once again, it's Sajid Khan who sees the back of Casey Kati. He has to walk back for 6. West Indies 26 for 2.
(26 for 2). It's Sajid Khan again. Havum Hodge. His best 120. These are testing conditions. This is a situation which he would never have faced before, considering the conditions of the pitch, the turning ball. Sajid Khan with 50 wickets. Rizwan very happy. He's got to his 100th catch as keeper. Oh, that has gone the other way. That's probably hit something on the surface. I don't think Sajid had bowled that to actually turn the other way.
Surprised the batter, the keeper. Sajid Khan putting the revolutions maybe just on the crack. It's landed right on the crack, and that's why went the other way, and then he's saying, no, I did it.
Yeah, lovely. Purposely bowled that, hit the crack. Well, if he can hit it again, he might get another reaction from that. It's outside the line.
That was the wicket. Bit fuller, bit faster. An easy take. Casey Kati came to the crease with a very good sweep.
They're trying to fire it in. Louis up to the task, just turning into the leg side, but making Sajid bowl differently with this technique. He's just fired it in, tried to bowl that Yorker. You love a Yorker, Sana?
Absolutely, and it's good adjustment from Sajid Khan. He's going fuller, flatter. But in times to come, he might want to develop that arm ball for a situation like this. Maybe get another fielder on the offside on catching and get that arm ball going after 7, 28 for 2.
यूफोन 4G की सोशल एक्सट्रीम ऑफर से एंजॉय करो 25 GB डेटा और 100 ऑफ नेट मिनट्स, क्योंकि यूफोन 4G के पास डेटा बहुत है।
सिर्फ पेंट के पैसे देंगे तो बचत तो होगी। मास्टर पेंट लगवाएं और टोकन के इजाफी खर्चे से छुटकारा पाएं। पेंट के पैसे दो, टोकन के नहीं।
9 wickets. The test match definitely moving forward. Moving very quickly.
बस फिर फायदा नहीं रहेगा, सही है जगह।
But with the sweep shot, the edge onto the pad just looped up. Rizwan accepts. Abrar now, instructions from Rizwan to keep it quite full. Scored.
Pakistan spinners have changed their lengths a little bit. We go tell official mobile handset partner.
Oh yes.
And you can see the line and length has shifted for Pakistan because the batters were moving outside off. Now the bowlers are going fuller and within stumps, getting that LBW option in play.
Nicely done. Set him up for that googly. Just watched it close enough, did Hodge. Played off the pitch, but watched it close enough. They'll be wanting the ball very quickly because Multan is almost unstoppable, Noman Ali. Oh, almost. They look around. South Shakil hasn't made it. It was a very odd piece of cricket. Wide long hop, slow, and it loops up. Unfortunately, it doesn't loop up to South Shakil.
Half-hearted shot there by Kavem Hodge.
This time, much more concise with the defensive shot. 29 for 2.
नए स्ट्रॉन्गर पेप्सी कमाल क्या टेस्ट है यार
एक्टिंग है या नई स्ट्रॉन्गर पेप्सी का कमाल खुद ट्राई करके देखो
यूफोन 4G की सोशल एक्सट्रीम ऑफर से एंजॉय करो 25 GB डेटा और 100 ऑफ नेट मिनट्स क्योंकि यूफोन 4G के पास डेटा बहुत है।
Highest successful chases here. We'll look at the videos and then 220 for 8. Shout. So many of them in this test match. Another one goes unheard. 29 for 2. We've seen 9 wickets fall already in the first session on day 3. Still no Noman, but Sajjad is on his way. Sajid rather. He's already got 2 to his name.
Yeah, very edgy and nervy are the West Indian batters.
Shan Masood's decision to start with Abrar and Sajid. One with 25 minutes to lunch hasn't had a go yet. How do you like that change?
Well, we all know that Abrar can bowl with the new ball in white ball cricket, and he's been doing that. But talking about the venue, Noman Ali has developed that affinity with Multan Cricket Stadium, and whenever you throw the ball to him, he picks up wickets. And especially with the new ball, he's very effective with those arm deliveries. Yes, it was a surprise decision from Shan Masood, but that's what you expect from him. 30 for 2.
सिर्फ पेंट के पैसे देंगे तो बचत तो होगी। मास्टर पेंट लगवाएं और टोकन के इजाफी खर्चे से छुटकारा पाएं। पेंट के पैसे दो, टोकन के नहीं।
यूफोन 4G की सोशल एक्सट्रीम ऑफर से एंजॉय करो 25 GB डेटा और 100 ऑफ नेट मिनट्स, क्योंकि यूफोन 4G के पास डेटा बहुत है।
And with this match looking to be closing up, maybe today, lots of people making plans behind us. 5 days off. Almost, yes.
Yeah, going back to the point why Abrar was chosen to bowl with a newish ball. In my opinion, the idea behind this decision is he's been struggling in Test match cricket, Abrar Ahmed, and the conditions are ideal for the spinners, just to give him that confidence by picking up few wickets and make him confident for the next games for Pakistan.
Yeah, the key would be if he gets wickets. If he doesn't on this surface, then he'll be asking himself a question or two.
Yeah, when he featured in a Test match against England, he went for plenty and really struggled to bowl consistently. Yeah, the conditions were totally different. And the pitch was not responsive to his style of bowling, and he was taken to the cleaners. Here's a big opportunity for Abrar to make his mark once again in this format. Ends with a good delivery, 31 for 2.
Sajid and Abrar, and we're just talking to Amir Sohail about Abrar being given that ball, being that first choice in this second time up, and not Noman Ali. You mentioned he's been struggling in Test cricket. The question still stays, what if he doesn't get the wickets? Time for the fans to enjoy cricket with Pakistan's #1 tea at the Tapal Tea Lounge. On a surface like this, where we've seen 26 wickets falling to spinners out of the 32 that have fallen, 3 have been run-outs.
Yeah, to answer your question, there'll be question marks in front of his name. Then the selectors might think of bringing back the other leg spinners ahead, or the left-arm wrist spinners. The choices are there. So for Abrar's sake, let's hope he picks up a few wickets here. But at the moment, Lewis is really fighting hard. He's fighting the conditions. He's fighting with his own patience, trying to keep focus.
We've been discussing how Warrican made subtle changes in his space, and it worked for him. 7 wickets to his name. So does Noman vary his pace. Out of all the spinners that we have in the game, Abrar seems to be the quickest in terms of pace.
Yeah, he has a quick arm action, and you do not relate flighting of the ball with his style.
He's gone right through the gate. He's done that so many times in the Test match, and yet we see it one more time from Sajid Ali, who gets his 3rd.
And 7th of the match. Whether you change your guard or not, he'll keep on finding that target. Just shot in the length on that occasion, got that extra bounce, and the turn. He is once again making an impression. Sajid Khan, he's like a runaway train, unstoppable. And it was Hodge who's been dismissed and without scoring. It's 32 for 3.
नए स्ट्रॉन्गर पेप्सी कमाल क्या टेस्ट है यार
एक्टिंग है या नई स्ट्रॉन्गर पेप्सी का कमाल, खुद ट्राई करके देखो।
यूफोन 4G की सोशल एक्सट्रीम ऑफर से एंजॉय करो 25 GB डेटा और 100 ऑफ नेट मिनट्स, क्योंकि यूफोन 4G के पास डेटा बहुत है।
Athanaze, a new batter in with 32 for 3. Not looking good. 12 games to Athanaze, average 25. He's got a task. We talk about how sharp a turn he's getting. Have a look at this wicket from Sajid.
Yeah, to be able to negate the chances of leaving the gate open as a batsman, you have to look to play the ball straight back to the bowler. And if you're looking to play the ball through extra cover with the angle bat, there'll be a gap. And that was more than enough for Sajid to once again gain in this test match.
Gets off the mark, Athanaze, and takes the West Indies to 33 for 3.
यूफोन 4G की सोशल एक्सट्रीम ऑफर से एंजॉय करो 25 GB डेटा और 100 ऑफ नेट मिनट्स, क्योंकि यूफोन 4G के पास डेटा बहुत है।
नए स्ट्रॉन्गर पेप्सी कमाल क्या टेस्ट है यार
एक्टिंग है या नई स्ट्रॉन्गर पेप्सी का कमाल, खुद ट्राई करके देखो।
सेंसोडाइन रैपिड एक्शन सिर्फ 60 सेकंड्स में आराम देता है।
मैं रेकमेंड करती हूँ सेंसोडाइन रैपिड एक्शन का रोजाना बाकायदगी से इस्तेमाल।
पेशेंट्स वापस आके बताते हैं इट वर्क्स।
Sajid and Sajid, 3 wickets. Noman gets a go with 15 minutes to lunch on day 3. His career, his recent times, has just become such an integral part of this test squad. In fact, the 11. Again, that wicket, well, Sajid bowls way outside off, and you're trying to bring your bat down and outstretch front foot to the pitch of the ball, and still that sharp turn finds that narrow gap. As if he's got a geometry set with him, Sajid.
When it comes to batting, Sikandar, when you make an adjustment, then there are 2 more adjustments as a batsman you have to make. And seems like and the batters were not aware of that. Tried their hardest, but still not been able to handle Sajid in this test match.
Yeah, already asking questions into the second ball of his spell.
Yeah, bowling with a low trajectory at the moment, Numan, into his first over. The first and the second innings. Yeah, he knows how to bowl on a turning track. He knows how to bowl in the first innings, and then what are the adjustments required to prevail in the second innings. And he feels that he has to bowl slightly quicker on this surface. Good stop, but still a chance for the batters to rotate strike.
Crowd selfie moment. with the Vigotel smartphone. Why not? Come in with your family and watch this amazing test match. Looking to be wrapped up on day 3. Yeah, you speak of him. He's been so tidy and immaculate with his lens. I mean, hardly balls a loose delivery. Takes his time, gets to the top of his mark, and the repetition with which he just balls those amazing deliveries, has that patience, waits for his opportunity to get a wicket, watches the batter, what they're trying to do. He's been so good in the first-class circuit. He's played a lot of cricket there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he knows his craft very well, Nouman Ali. A decent over to start with. It's 36 for 3.
सिर्फ पेंट के पैसे देंगे तो बचत तो होगी। मास्टर पेंट लगवाएं और टोकन के इजाफी खर्चे से छुटकारा पाएं। पेंट के पैसे दो, टोकन के नहीं।
यूफोन 4G की सोशल एक्सट्रीम ऑफर से एंजॉय करो 25 GB डेटा और 100 ऑफ नेट मिनट्स, क्योंकि यूफोन 4G के पास डेटा बहुत है।
A record in Pakistan, 19 wickets to fall in a day. If the game is to be wrapped up today, we'll have 17. Not shying away from taking their chances against Sajid, the reverse.
I like that.
Yeah, if as a batsman you're not confident with your defensive technique, and this is the option, play your strokes. Missed out on that occasion.
More than a run scoring option, it's like trying to get the ball off his rhythm. Let's have a look. Couple of deliveries ago to Hodge. Ball just pitches on that crack and goes away. Extra bit of bounce. And then again the same crack, and this time have a look at that. Boom, right through.
So you're trying to tell me whenever that ball lands inside that line of the crack, it goes away, and if it lands outside that line, it moves in?
Oh, yes. He was nowhere with that shot. A brain fade moment coming down the wicket. And he's just lost his shake completely. Lewis becomes the 4th victim to Sajid.
Yeah, came out of the crease a bit too early for the bowler to spot that. And bowled it really slow on that occasion. Sajid, for him to get his 8th wicket in this test match. A similar thing. He was the one who picked up first 4 wickets in the first innings, and now repeats it. It's 37 for 4.
नए स्ट्रॉन्गर पेप्सी कमाल क्या टेस्ट है यार।
एक्टिंग है या नई स्ट्रॉन्गर पेप्सी का कमाल, खुद ट्राई करके देखो।
यूफोन 4G की सोशल एक्सट्रीम ऑफर से एंजॉय करो 25 GB डेटा और 100 ऑफ नेट मिनट्स, क्योंकि यूफोन 4G के पास डेटा बहुत है।
सेंसोडाइन रैपिड एक्शन सिर्फ 60 सेकंड्स में आराम देता है।
मैं रेकमेंड करती हूँ सेंसोडाइन रैपिड एक्शन का रोजाना बाकायदगी से इस्तेमाल।
पेशेंट्स वापस आके बताते हैं इट वर्क्स।
सिर्फ पेंट के पैसे देंगे तो बचत तो होगी। मास्टर पेंट लगवाएं और टोकन के इजाफी खर्चे से छुटकारा पाएं। पेंट के पैसे दो, टोकन के नहीं।
यूफोन 4G की सोशल एक्सट्रीम ऑफर से एंजॉय करो 25 GB डेटा और 100 ऑफ नेट मिनट्स, क्योंकि यूफोन 4G के पास डेटा बहुत है।
And we've got around 8 minutes to lunch on day 3. You're right, you see that he spotted him coming down the track. The pace on that, And of course, he made up his mind. He was nowhere close to that.
And he delayed that release of the ball as well. And that's where he was able to get the better of the batsman. Was in the air for a little while. End of another successful over from Sajid. It's 37 for 4.
नए स्ट्रॉन्गर पेप्सी कमाल क्या टेस्ट है यार
एक्टिंग है या नई स्ट्रॉन्गर पेप्सी का कमाल खुद ट्राई करके देखो
यूफोन 4G की सोशल एक्सट्रीम ऑफर से एंजॉय करो 25 GB डेटा और 100 ऑफ नेट मिनट्स क्योंकि यूफोन 4G के पास डेटा बहुत है।
Yes.
Boundary to Athanaze. Got a good connection there. That sweep shot got really low down.
Yeah, authentic connection on that occasion from the bat of Athanaze. Played that stroke with conviction. Saw a bit of loop provided by the left armer. Fetched the ball from outside the off stump. Way to go on a surface like this.
कोई नहीं भाई आप ये ना करें आप पेशेंस ही रखें आपने पूरा चांस लिया है
We just look and dissect the test match and we talk about how the spinners have been so good, the batters have struggled, so have Pakistan.
जाने वाला है
This morning started off with 109 for 3 and then just could add only 40 odd runs for the remaining 7 wickets, and that is something that they probably want to look at in those 5 days before the second test match.
I think the major difference in this test match was that partnership between Saud Shakeel and Rizwan. If it was not there, most of the Pakistani batters have really struggled against the spin here. And if this is the strategy for Pakistan to go forward, then they have to impel and urge their batters to improve their technique, to be able to play well on these surfaces. Ask the question and given. That was the arm delivery. It wasn't spotted by the batter.
Having a second look here, going upstairs, and why not?
TV umpire director, we have a player review for LBW. Original decision's out. Check the front feet, both feet, and it's a fair delivery. Front on first, please. Yeah, it looks like it's past the bat. I'm going to just confirm with Ultra Edge. Keep rolling. Yeah, there's a clear gap. Keep rolling. Yeah, clear gap between bat and ball. Got a ball tracking when ready. Okay. It's pitching in line. Impact umpire's call. Wickets missing. Go back on field. Let's get you to change a decision from out to not out. Signal now.
Yeah, wickets missing by the barest of margins. Tough to umpire on the surface where the ball just turns anywhere.
Yeah, there was a hint of turn. That's where the umpire was confused. He thought it was going with the arm. And the replay showed otherwise. Well, he's only human. It's been absolutely brilliant throughout this test match.
Also, well, he's got a good connection there. A boundary after an appeal. There was hit on the back leg, so the distance travelling was very less, and that's probably what prompted the umpire to go up with a finger. He's showing it's missing.
That's his preferred area, mid-wicket. He's looking for every delivery pitch outside the off stump, and he's aiming for mid-wicket. 5th boundary of the innings.
46 for 4.
यूफोन 4G की सोशल एक्सट्रीम ऑफर से एंजॉय करो 25 GB डेटा और 100 ऑफ नेट मिनट्स, क्योंकि यूफोन 4G के पास डेटा बहुत है।
सिर्फ पेंट के पैसे देंगे तो बचत तो होगी। मास्टर पेंट लगवाएं और टोकन के इजाफी खर्चे से छुटकारा पाएं। पेंट के पैसे दो, टोकन के नहीं।
नए स्ट्रॉन्गर पेप्सी, कमाल का टेस्ट है यार।
एक्टिंग है या नई स्ट्रॉन्गर पेप्सी का कमाल, खुद ट्राई करके देखो।
यूफोन 4G की सोशल एक्सट्रीम ऑफर से एंजॉय करो 25 GB डेटा और 100 ऑफ नेट मिनट्स, क्योंकि यूफोन 4G के पास
Runs here, probably 4 of them, beats that fielder. Oh, there's a recovery done by Khurram Shahzad, who almost forgotten about in this match. Got time for the fans to enjoy cricket with Pakistan's #1 tea in that Tapal Tea Lounge, the famous Tapal Tea Lounge.
The hostess is waiting for you. She's preparing a cup for you, Sikandar. Reverse. Into the gap. He's not going to hold back. Greaves, he's looking to play his strokes. He's prepared to take few risks. Hit the ball against the turn. And very effectively.
Even at the start of the test match, we're talking about the 11 selected by the sides. They say, would you have preferred to have 2 seamers and 3 frontline spinners? But now the surface suggests that it has eliminated any other option. We're just talking about Khurram Shahzad. We haven't seen him at all. We just completely have said that you're okay with probably 3 bowlers in the match.
Well, there are few sides in the world who can really play spin well. So to be able to trance them, you've got to have a balanced bowling attack. And the captain should know how to utilize the resources. Well, given the efforts of the Pakistani team, I think the best combination for Pakistan should be only these 2 bowlers and then rest of them batters. And that will give them a chance to score more than 300 runs consistently. 53 for 4.
यूफोन 4G की सोशल एक्सट्रीम ऑफर से एंजॉय करो 25 GB डेटा और 100 ऑफ नेट मिनट्स, क्योंकि यूफोन 4G के पास डेटा बहुत है।
सेंसोडाइन रैपिड एक्शन सिर्फ 60 सेकंड्स में आराम देता है।
मैं रेकमेंड करती हूँ सेंसोडाइन रैपिड एक्शन का रोजाना बाकायदगी से इस्तेमाल।
पेशेंट्स वापस आके बताते हैं इट वर्क्स।
सिर्फ पेंट के पैसे देंगे तो बचत तो होगी। मास्टर पेंट लगवाएं और टोकन के इजाफी खर्चे से छुटकारा पाएं। पेंट के पैसे दो, टोकन के नहीं।
यूफोन 4G की सोशल एक्सट्रीम ऑफर से एंजॉय करो 25 GB डेटा और 100 ऑफ नेट मिनट्स, क्योंकि यूफोन 4G के पास डेटा बहुत है।
Won't be wrong to say they've actually manufactured a win. And the bowlers who were depending on Noman and Sajid have reciprocated what was created for them in terms of the surface. It's just paid off compared to what they tried against England a couple of years ago when they had a green top in Pindi and it just didn't work out with seamers all the way.
It reminded me of that era in Pakistan, era of the 80s, late 70s and 80s. When, oh, shout given. Is he going to ask the umpire to have a look again? Yes, he has. Yeah, meanwhile,
TV umpire director, we have a player review for LB. With original decision's out. Impacts in line, hitting the wickets. Go back to Richard. You can signal the original decision of out. Signal now.
Well, it's been confirmed that the on-field umpire's decision was right. And for once, the Hawkeye didn't show us the ball bouncing too much. At lunch, it's 54 for 5 West Indies.
Well, it's been a session once again that's belonged to the spinners from the start of the day. First Warrican and now Sajid, and a wicket just before lunch for Noman Ali with 5 down and 54 runs on the board. Staring down the bell once again with the West Indies trying to hit their way out. 12 wickets have already fallen today in the first session on day 3. Sajid has had a brilliant test match.
Yeah, 8 already for him. And 7 for Noman. Now what a combination for Pakistan. These two spinners. Contrasting spinners. One is off spinner, the other one takes the ball away from the right-handers and complement each other quite well. They're getting Pakistan into a habit of winning test matches at home.
Yeah, 4 for Sajid. They started with Abrar, goes wicketless. As of now, Noman gets 1 just before lunch. Let's have a look at how West Indies went about with their 54 for 5. In fact, it took Pakistan with 109 for 3. With Kamran Ghulam and Saud Shakil. First ball of the day. Welcome back once again as Vigotel Mobile presents Elite Bank Test Series between Pakistan and the West Indies. It's the first test here in Multan. We're in day 3, lunchtime. Let's have a look at what has happened in the last 3 days, in fact 2.5 days. Pakistan were bowled out for 230 in their first innings after winning the toss. West Indies bowled out in one session for 137. Pakistan, of course, reciprocated with just 157 in their second outing. And now West Indies are 54 for 5. Runs required, not important. It's the 5 wickets that Pakistan's looking for. Welcome to the pitchside studio. We have seen a lot of wickets falling. In fact, even today, we've seen already 12 that have gone. Yesterday, a record 19 in Pakistan in a test match day. So lots to talk about here with my guests, Amir Sohail and Dominic Cork. Amir, we'll start with you. Start of the day, Pakistan 109 for 3, and then they finish off with 157, which means they've lost 48 for 7 today. A bit of a concern when you talk about batting on these surfaces.
It's a huge concern. You know, we've been talking about West Indian batters' ability being exposed on spin-friendly wickets, but the Pakistanis, they are not far away. I mean, if you take that partnership away, most of the Pakistani batters had their struggles, and especially against the left-arm spinner, for me, who has improved a lot in a span of 2 days.
Yeah, we talked about how he's worked on his pace and what slower pace works over here. And he's done a quick turnaround, like Ahmed said, and it's worked for him. 7 wickets.
Well, they needed something in the West Indies just to spark them into giving them a chance. You know, I think that's what they had to do in that opening session, and they did that. Warrican was involved with probably 9 of the wickets, two run-outs as well, and the 7 wickets. And he talked about his pace to me at the beginning of the morning, where he just talked about he's worked on his pace, he's worked on the revolutions as well, and what he did do is he gave himself a chance to take wickets. It's never easy, and always the pressure is on there. Whenever you turn up at a test match and it's flat, you always look at the batters and say, well, it's down to you. When it's a green seamer, it's always the seamers, over to you, let's see what you can do. And when you turn up and it's a spinning track, the pressure then is sometimes on those spinners straight away. You know, it's quite a decent wicket to bowl spin on, but Warrican was really, really good. And, you know, when they got themselves back into the changing rooms, they probably thought, look, this is a big ask, 251 to try and knock off, but at least, you know, they fought hard this morning, and that's what you want from any test side.
Well, I'll take this further to both of you, starting with you. I was going to talk to you about the West Indies approach. Now, you see a clear, deliberate effort to take the attacking option against Sajid, and that hasn't really worked either.
Well, look, they had to do something, and Amir will know as a batter, you know, you've got to try and do something on surfaces. I talked about trying to get outside the line. As a bowler, what you don't want is somebody to come at you all the time. You don't want them to rotate the strike, because then all of a sudden it just upsets your rhythm if it's a left-hand, right-hand combination. But they tried to take that positive approach, which I've got no problem with. Some of the shots, maybe you'd probably question, were they the correct way of going about it when there was a man deep in the deep? But ultimately, you know, it was the way that it went about it. It didn't work.
You played a lot of cricket in Pakistan. Is that the way to hit your way out of the hole probably you dug?
Well, it's a challenge for the batters. You know, first thing first, when you are faced with such conditions, you have to force the bowler away from that threatening line. And there are different ways to do it. You know, if you stand outside the off stump, you have to make sure you are looking to play the ball back to the bowler, not towards extra cover or towards mid-wicket.
All right, we're talking about Sajid. Let's have a listen to what he had to say before the start of the series.
एक वर्ल्ड बेस्ट साइड था इंग्लैंड जो टीम थी, बड़े नाम थे उनके साथ, और मेरा कमबैक हो रहा था पहले मैच के बाद, और फिर लाने फिर इज़्ज़त भी दी उसमें। बड़ा अच्छा लगा क्योंकि जो सिलेक्शन कमेटी थी, आकिब भाई, अलीम भाई, असद भाई, अजहर भाई, जिन्होंने ये सारा डिसीजन लिया, बड़ा टफ डिसीजन था। बीइंग अ बैट्समैन हमारे लिए तो अच्छा था, स्पिन विकेटें थी तो हम Big हमारे पाकिस्तान अगर वो है आगे पहले आपको बड़ा और भी वही जिस तरह उनको भी पड़ रही थी मुझे भी पड़ रही थी हम की काम एक्सपीरियंस आपकी जो जोड़ी है तो बेहतर है वन ऑफ द मोस्ट एक्सपीरियंस ऑन डाउन टू अर्थ क्रिकेट इज अ बैट अंडर शावर अंडर 6 शावर टू सीन तक फिर और साथ आना क्योंकि वो 200 तो इज अ बैड जगह बन मैंने डिसीजन लिया बैटिंग भी मिलेगी तो वैसे भी कर तो दिन इम्प्रूव करता रहा ना भी जो कोच रह चुके उनके भी कोच है 7 साल हमारे क्योंकि आने में देखा तो ऑफ स्पिनर से बड़ा मैं जो वेरी करता हूँ पेस क्योंकि मैं बाल पीछे से कर लेता हूँ कान की तरफ से कर लेता हूँ बहुत सारे स्पिनर सिर्फ फ्रंट ऑफ आइज से करते हैं तो मेरा जो डिसीवनेस है मेरा जो बॉलिंग का जो मेन स्ट्रेंथ है वो मैं डिसीव करता हूँ लोगों को फ्लाइट से तो दैट्स माय स्ट्रेंथ इधर अगर आप देखा जाए इधर धूप थोड़ा ज़्यादा होती है बाकी पूरे पाकिस्तान के बिहाफ पे मुल्तान में धूप बड़ी ज़्यादा होती है जहाँ पर धूप होती है वहाँ पर विकेट थोड़ी सी स्पिन के लिए साजगार होती है तो अगर देखा जाए पिंडी में भी इन्होंने विकेट बनाई थी वो टर्निंग विकेट थी लेकिन मुल्तान की खासियत यही है कि यहाँ पर मिलता है अगर पहले दिन ना मिले तो दूसरे दिन ना भी लेकिन तीसरे चौथे पांचवें दिन 3 दिन आपको टर्न मिलता ही मिलता है तो इनकी खासियत यही है कि स्पिन के लिए साजगार है टेस्ट क्रिकेट एक ऐसी है जिसको देखा जाए सारी क्रिकेट पे हावी है जो बंदा टेस्ट क्रिकेट खेलता है वो हर कोई क्रिकेट खेल सकते हो क्योंकि उनको पता है कि किस पोजीशन पे या किस प्रेशर सिचुएशन में क्या करना है और जैसे आपने बात कही है क्राउड की मुल्तान की क्राउड बिल्कुल वन ऑफ द बेस्ट क्राउड है क्रिकेट लवर है सारे छोटे से लेके बड़े तक चाहे स्कूल की छुट्टी थी वो बच्चे भी आते हैं तो हमें बड़ा खुशी होती है बीइंग अ टीम पाकिस्तान टीम और बीइंग अ पाकिस्तानी प्लेयर बड़ी खुशी इसलिए मिलती है उससे हम मोटिवेट होते हैं एज अ फील्डर एज अ बॉलर एज अ बैट्समैन हमारे जितने हमारे पाकिस्तान टीम में बड़े बड़े नाम हैं सब बाबर भाई रिजी भाई अभी अपकमिंग आगा सलमान तो बेस्ट साइड है क्राउड से बहुत सारी मोटिवेशन मिलती है और लास्ट टाइम भी मैंने थैंक यू मुल्तान का किया था क्योंकि बहुत सारी बड़ा अच्छा क्राउड आया था जो इंटरेस्टिंग मैच चल रहा था और लास्ट डे पे जो आई थी क्राउड वन ऑफ द बेस्ट क्राउड इन मुल्तान
So it's been a test match which won't be wrong to say has been tailor-made in terms of surfaces for spinners and Sajid, Noman, even Warrican have shown that yes, they can be forced to reckon with. They've been, well, won't be wrong to say absolutely unplayable. The equation is clear. We're into day 3, session 2 here at the Multan Cricket Stadium. 197 for the West Indies to win. Pakistan needs 5 wickets to wrap this up. It's WeGo Telmobile presents Allied Bank Pakistan versus West Indies Test Series. Let's enjoy the action of session 2 on day 3. And we'll throw it to our commentators Ian Bishop and Sana Mir to take us into the action here.
It has been entertaining. Things have moved rather quickly across this third day's play, across the test match generally. The pace of wickets falling has been something. Alec Athanaze resumes on 12. Tevin Imlak, who has kept so well Sanamir. hoping that they can stitch together with something together with another 197 needed to win over Pakistan. 5 wickets required to win the test match. Good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon to you as well. Talking about Tevin Imlach, yes, he has been brilliant behind the stumps. Moving really well on the leg side and the offside. Another one who has been brilliant has been Noman Ali for Pakistan, but Imlach, he looked good. Got out early, but he likes to be aggressive with the bat.
I've seen a lot of this on both sides as both batting lineups have tried to find ways individually to score, to spend time out there, in addition to trusting.
Stronger Pepsi. Kamal, kya test hai yaar.
Turn and bounce has really asked questions, and the experience of Noman Ali coming in play for Pakistan, especially along with Sajid Khan.
Stayed down, so it's one of the things as a batter you don't want. The turn is already enough to contend with.
Oh yeah.
I won't be wrong to say that might be the first or second ball that got so low. Otherwise there have been some extra bounce, some normal bounce, but the last one stayed really low.
Yes, I'm ready.
56 for 5.
Stronger Pepsi. Kamal, kya test hai yaar.
एक्टिंग है या नई स्ट्रॉन्गर पेप्सी का कमाल, खुद ट्राई करके देखो.
Man, the wicket.
Outstanding from Sajid again, the first 4 wickets in the first innings. He's into 4 wickets here again. Aleem Dar, former elite umpire, involved in selection. And it's a real eye-opener for several of these West Indian batters, because I compared this recently to pitches in the Caribbean. Dominica, remember a couple of years ago when India toured, spun a lot, but the average turn on West Indian pitches in recent years, this is itemized compared to today, 5.3 this test match. And so I can have some sympathy in these mostly young batters having to come up against this degree of deviation of the surface when they already struggle generally against slow bowling. This is an eye-opener, and I call it an acid test for them.
Absolutely, and around 1 degree or 0.5, 0.7 degree turn is a huge amount of turn to navigate. As a batter, as a bowler, the margin of errors or the deviation we talk about, even the slightest of deviation can trouble the batter. But 1 degree or 0.7 degree, it's a huge amount of turn, extra turn that they have to navigate.
We fear even, well, most of Pakistan's batsmen have also struggled. You have Saud Shakeel, Mohammad Rizwan in the first innings, Shan in the second innings, so it's a challenge. They are seeing shots like this from several batters. This time Alec Athanaze, 64 for 5.
Everything is same. If you're gonna wear the helmet, they will do same things. खबर के आने देना तब मैं इस तरफ हो जाऊंगा नहीं हेलमेट इधर इसने इस तरफ ये तेरे एक हाथ केस का जो करते हैं नहीं दो अच्छे करते हैं जो अजूबे को करा दे मुझे भी करा दे नहीं मुझे बारे इन्होंने इस पे ये आपने यूं प्रेस कम करने याद रखिए
First 4 wickets again for Sajid, 1 for Noman.
मुझे कहां नजर आया आपको पता है
Talk about Athanaze, he can bat. That last shot, it went like a bullet, reverse sweep right from the middle of the bat, almost took the slip fielder with it.
शाबाश 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 तो क्यों लेंगे ना तो किसी की जगह कवर हो जाएगी फर्स्ट स्टेप पर मैं इलेक्शन करूंगा
All anticipating slip and keeper as the batter shaped up. There we go again, 4 more. So finding a way for each individual to try to score and to do it for as long as possible, critical.
Good to see the fans appreciating cricket. It was a 4 of the bat of Athanaze. Stayed very low, impact right in front of his eyes, still head. That's what you want as a batter on these pitches.
You're still going to have to find a way to trust your defense in between shots. That's the critical thing. It won't be all go with every delivery a sweep. You're going to have to, and if one spins past your bat or bounces, that you're just going to have to allow that. Similarly, when you're playing on seaming pitches, one goes past the outside edge, you move on if you're still there.
Allahu Akbar.
And we were talking about that off air, Vishbhai, also about how using your feet, you don't necessarily as a batter have to come and swing the bat. You have to defend. You were talking about that before.
Yeah, I remember that discussion we had this morning. You come down the track, you don't necessarily have to be in attack mode. I know 1 or 2 excellent batters, and Salman Aliaga did this morning. He used his feet, he came down the track, which meant that the short leg ended up being behind him, and he just defended it or stuck the pad out once he got down the pitch far enough. And that takes DRS out of play as well if you're that far down. So you don't wasn't always this tall. But it's tough. It's a very specialized position, and you have to be brave. A lot of cricketers and former cricketers around the world understand exactly what I'm talking about, the character needed to feel in those positions, even with all the protection. And Sana, you know the value of having a good glove person to the slow bowling options when it's turning as much as this. The footwork is critical. The glove work has to be soft enough